We're back.
We're back.
All right, Russ, what's happening?
All right, so I've been tattooing Izzy now for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We just did one side of Izzy's head, pretty much turning him into Julius Caesar. So check out the tattoo we already did, and then you can watch as we tattoo the other side of his head.
Nice, look at that.
And try to make it look, hopefully, as good as that.
Right on.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, we have Lil D. The amazing Lil D is going to keep the action going here. His beard is going to help.
It doesn't even fit in the frame. Look at that. It's awesome.
All right, so
Izzy's a champion. Round 2.
All right. Are you okay with just laying that other tattoo down on the pillow there?
Totally.
All right, we'll be all right. You won't notice it after a while.
Nice and comfy.
So you got your earplugs in.
Got it in. All right.
Just got to switch a few things
I
around
think that,
here.
you know, this angle is a lot better. We're going to get some facial expressions from Izzy this time, maybe, possibly.
If you're lucky.
Last time we was turned away from us. We didn't get to see any kind of painful responses, but we will see.
So now I really gotta man up.
You got to man up.
Where are we, Russ? People want to know where we're at.
We are at Ink and Dagger Tattoo in Roswell, Georgia, just about half an hour north of Atlanta.
Awesome.
Whoa, it was too much. Too much power. Someone asked
All right.
about voltage earlier. That was too much.
He was just trying to see where Izzy was at. He didn't run,
Yeah,
so he's
just
good.
wanna
He's
check
gonna
that.
stay.
Okay.
Good spot.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
pretty good.
Well, it's looking like we're at 1.6 thousand viewers in 1 minute. That's not a bad thing, Russ. Wow, right on. This is Russ Abbott.
Hello. Gonna
Going
tattoo Izzy's head.
All right, going in for round 2. That's the familiar sound of the old tattoo machine.
Ready?
Here we go.
All right. Just gonna put a little ointment on that.
And here, 3, 2, 1.
How's that, man? About the same as the other side, I guess.
Just a little bit of a
He
response.
said,
Izzy's wearing head, what are they called? Earplugs.
earplugs, yeah.
Kind of tone out the sound of the machine. All right.
So I don't know if we have any of the viewers from our first half of the stream, but if we do, welcome back. Some of you guys were already watching as I tattooed the other side of Izzy's head. So he's already been through this once, and it's currently sitting against the pillow there. It's probably not the most comfortable thing, but I guess getting tattooed probably is worse. What do you say, man?
I don't know if Izzy can hear you through the earplugs,
Izzy
but
cannot hear you.
I would say that he is sitting like a true champion.
He is.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to Izzy.
He's a tattooer. He owns a shop in Modesto, California called Foundation Tattoo. So the next time you're in Modesto, definitely hit him up. And you can see this tattoo in real life. But he's a tattooer, but he's also the perfect customer. He hasn't moved a bit.
Well, I know how much it sucks to tattoo a moving surface.
I like to call it drawing in the car. When my clients like to move, I ask them if they've ever ridden in a car and tried to draw a portrait of their family. Sometimes they give me all kinds of different responses. Well, we got some people from El Paso, Texas, some people from Wisconsin. All right. Oceanside. We're actually in Roswell, Georgia, so we're a little far from Oceanside. Right on, a little bit of upstate New York, a little bit of some Cincinnati, Ohio, Pomona, California, a little bit of that west sideness happening.
What makes it west sideness?
I think it is the west side with a little miss on the end.
That's Pomona?
Pomona, California. Minnesota, St. Louis, all right, Australia. The East Coast, Utah, Missouri, Detroit. Right, Dallas, Texas, Copenhagen. So we got viewers from all over the country.
All over the world.
That's exciting. And the world. In our first little part, we were talking about the flat Earth, so I guess that would be on the flat plains, a couple miles from us, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, the flat Earth.
All right. Sitting like a champ.
So our good friends from Ink Mag were kind enough to let us broadcast this feed from their Facebook this time, which means that we have a lot bigger audience. So welcome, guys. I'm Russ, and I'm tattooing Izzy's head.
Life-changing event.
Yeah.
I'll never get a job now.
He's never going to get a job.
But that's okay, because he owns his own tattoo shop in Modesto, California. Foundation Tattoo.
Why have we started talking this way? That's okay.
I'm just kind of pretending I have my own morning show. Makes me feel pretty good.
Well, don't stop.
And actually, Ivan's here on his way back with some coffee. We're really going to get it together after that.
Russ actually already a little bit too shaky for more coffee.
Nice.
I know I shouldn't say that in front of my customer, but I think you trust me. Part of the magic of my tattooing is that the shake in my hand is counteracted by the shake in my brain.
So
they just cancel each other out.
So it's basic physics, everyone. You can read about it in probably your high school science book, if you have any of those left. Or you can Google it. Whichever you feel like. Well, some people want to know about the pain, and from what I've seen so far, I think that it's not that painful. But I guess it also depends on who you're getting tattooed by, and Russ actually has the lightest hand on this side of the United States, so
Oh, thank you.
it's definitely a bonus for Izzy. All right, so we're in Roswell, Georgia, at Ink and Dagger Tattoo, Holcomb Bridge Road. Looks painful, but Izzy's sitting great. We got a comment talking about a tattoo on the side of someone's face hurt less than his chest.
Good.
I guess it could go either way. All right. Zoom in. That's that back ear.
Yeah.
All right, that's the ear ditch we were talking about on the last part. That's a lot of people's favorite place to get tattooed. One of my favorites.
Let's see if we got that in there. Yeah, it's in there.
All right, yep. That's the magic of Russ right there. No problem. Thanks for all the comments. Looks great. Someone's asking if the head bleeds more than any other part of the body. What would you say, Russ, about that?
You know, a lot of times it does bleed more than any other part of the body, but I haven't noticed that today. So I guess we're lucky.
Izzy might have been bitten by a vampire in Louisiana, but you never know. Looking good. Russ Abbott making some magic.
So as soon as I get done with this tattoo, I get to go finish packing my bags.
And where are you going?
I'm going on a cruise to Alaska. I know we already talked about this on the first part, but I just feel like none of those people are here, and I want to talk about it. I'm going to Alaska.
Russ is going to Alaska. He's going to do some fishing.
I'm going to ride in a helicopter to a glacier.
Oh, are you going to take one of the narwhal riding classes? They have those out there.
I did not know that.
One of the shores. The whales with the horn, they put a little saddle on its back, and I think it's about $35 per person, something like that.
I I can afford that.
So Russ is going to get a couple of those, ride them into the sunset. It's always been a dream of his, and he's going to make it happen.
Well, we
get a little bit of, let's see what we got.
Yeah, we got some comments.
People are really digging it. We got only maybe 1 or 2 haterisms, but it's all good.
Yeah, I would expect there to be some people that think this is a bad idea.
Well, you know, it's a life decision, and sometimes you just got to make it happen.
It's not that big of a deal, really. I mean, he could just grow hair on top of it.
Oh, that's a question we had before. Does the hair grow back? And most of the time it does, depending on your karma. If your karma's good, your hair will grow back. If it's not good, you might be bald. I'm bald. I don't know if it has to do with my karma or not. I like to believe it's the customers, but I could be wrong. A lot of people are thinking it looks like it hurts. Izzy's sitting like a champ, like a rock.
Yeah, he's really comfortable, aren't you?
He's almost falling asleep.
Yeah, he can't even hear me.
Someone's wanting to know how your books are looking, Russ. What's your availability?
Pretty booked up at the moment. Going to hopefully be taking on some new projects before the end of the year.
Nice. What would be the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, the first best thing to do would be to ask for a back piece that goes from your neck to your knees.
Excellent.
And the second best thing to do would be to tell me that you're going to get tattooed once a month or more often until it's done.
So a little bit of commitment is what
a commitment, and I'm also looking for people that ask me for what I do.
Right on. And what would be your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do right now is either the ornamental scrollwork kind of projects with the three-dimensional geometric kind of pieces that I do, or more of the Americana themes, you know, anything kind of old-timey, American. I like old-timey like music tattoos.
A little bit of Appalachia,
you know, transportation stuff. Like I've done quite a few ship back pieces.
Nice.
Maybe 2 or 3
so there
of
is
those.
availability.
There is for the right projects, but I am also busy with my other company, Tattoo Smart, right now. And so I have to limit my tattoo days to 3 days a week. And that makes it hard to take as many projects. So I gotta pick and choose and get the right projects in that are gonna keep me excited to be tattooing. Because I've been tattooing for 18 years now, and I've already had a chance to do so many sleeves. For instance, I've done over 40 sleeves now, but I haven't done enough back pieces, and I haven't done enough bodysuits. I haven't done any bodysuits, so I'm really hoping
someone might come with some bodysuits.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, the ideal client at this point would be somebody who has 0 to 2 or 3 smaller tattoos and is looking for me to help them go from there to being totally covered.
Nice.
But that is like a unicorn. Very difficult to find.
But they are real, so there is hope.
I mean, there's people out there like that, but connecting with them before it's too late, before they get a bunch of crappy tattoos, that's the hard part, you know, because a lot of times people that end up being serious tattoo collectors don't know they're going to be serious tattoo collectors until they get a few tattoos.
Right.
And maybe they don't have someone to guide them through that process like I would like to do.
And where would be the best place to look at your work?
Well, the best place is either at the Ink and Dagger website, which is inkandagger.com, or on my Instagram, which is just @RussAbbott.
Awesome.
And I hope people will go check it out.
We got a question here. It says,
sure.
Keith, how do you feel about working on other artists?
Other tattooers? I love it, yeah. I'm really honored anytime another tattooer wants to carry a piece of my work. I feel like they would know even better than most clients what makes a tattoo good, so It feels pretty good to have other artists reach out to me. Yeah.
Is Russ
It's
Abbott
awesome.
capable of feeling stress?
I feel stressed
Or are you
right now.
improving?
Yeah, no, I'm a very busy person. I do a lot, but I feel like I could do a lot more. One of the things that I just try to keep in mind is take it one day at a time. You know, I usually think about tomorrow's tattoo project tomorrow as much as I can, and try to do a good job of managing my time.
Well, here's another question. What really got you into tattooing?
Well, man,
You had a
I
certain time in your life you saw something, or
I grew up in a pretty like suburban place, you know, just about 45 minutes north of Atlanta. So I didn't see a lot of good tattoos, but I did see a few tattoos. To me, like everyone I knew got tattooed while they were on spring break in Panama City, Florida. So my first couple of tattoos were done out of someone's house.
nice? What
And
you get?
Celtic knot on the back of my calf, still there, and a really sweet armband that eventually got covered up, and then the cover up and all of it got lasered off and covered up again.
Lasered and covered.
Yeah. I had a
Great.
lot of my early tattoos got covered up, or lasered off and then covered. But I still got a few of those gems.
Nice.
But I started getting tattooed and immediately fell in love with it, but more importantly fell in love with the idea of doing tattoos, because I was always kind of into making art, but when I realized I could be a tattooer, it sort
was
of
it.
channeled my energies, you know, gave me a path to follow. I've been tattooing 18 years now.
And it's a short 18 years.
It's making my hot
Two.
water.
What's up? You're crying?
Izzy's not crying. He's actually
No,
just
it's,
got a little bit of dust.
The scalp
His
right
eye.
there makes your eye water like getting punched in the nose or something.
Oh, really?
It's from the tree pollen.
Yeah,
We're gonna say.
Yeah, it is really, really hot outside here in
We're
Georgia.
looking at about 125 out here in Atlanta. The heat index.
Yeah. Let's clean that up a little bit. It's still got some stencil that I need to stay there, so I can't wipe it too much. I'll try to clean off some of the ink at least.
All right. Making a little progress. How we feeling, Izzy?
Doing great.
No problem?
Not at all.
Despite the shakiness in my hand, I still managed to do a pretty clean outline.
Looks great.
Alright.
Here's a question.
Okay.
Who's one of your favorite tattoo artists besides me?
Besides Lil D, let's see.
Who would be some of your favorites?
Man. let's
Not to
see.
put you on the spot.
Yeah,
That's
not
a
to put you on the
question
spot.
somebody is asking. But how about a general answer?
All right. Well, I would definitely recommend people check out my friend Timmy B. I think he's one of the best kind of illustrative style / new school tattooers out there. I love looking at his work.
Nice.
Kelly Doty.
And she was also just on the last year's season.
Yeah,
or
she used
the
to
up
work
and
here with
coming,
us.
right? Up and coming.
Yeah, she's going to be
Ink
an Ink
Master
Master
8.
this season. Yeah, check out Kelly. Nick Baxter is one of my all-time favorites.
Nick Baxter.
Jeff Ensminger, Guy Aitchison,
Right on.
Nico Hurtado. Love looking at what Nico does.
So you got a pretty big
Marcus
group.
Leonard,
Nice.
out of Berlin. Awesome bio tattooer.
So a bunch of different styles.
Oh
too,
yeah, I love all
right?
styles of tattooing.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Some more people asking where to see your work. It would be on Ink and Dagger Tattoo on Facebook and Instagram. Plenty of pictures.
At Russ Abbott on Instagram.
Ooh, we got a question from Melanie. Do you like David Bolt? And I would say yes.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
definitely made his mark in tattooing.
Yeah, I tattooed lots of David Bolt Flash whenever I was just starting out.
He made some nice designs that we all remember and love.
I assume David Bolt's probably still tattooing somewhere in the world.
I would believe so. Well, we got someone asking where we're located. We're actually in Roswell, Georgia, on Holton Bridge Road. Just about 20 to 30 minutes from Atlanta. What would you say about that?
Yeah, about 25.
Not too far. Oh,
Mr. Clinton Lee
ladies
just
and
watching.
gentlemen, Clinton Lee, also an artist here at Ink and Dagger. He's come to help us talk a little bit of shit while we're tattooing here. How's it going, Clinton?
Good.
Good on. You can come over here and help me read some of these comments.
Hold on a second.
You got a what?
Clinton Lee does
Wait,
whatever
did you
he
finish your
feels like.
tattoo?
Yeah.
Will you bring it in here?
It's wrapped up right now. I'll bring it in.
All right. He's gonna bring his tattoo we just finished in here in a second.
Nice. Well, we have a question about tattoo schools versus the traditional come-up. What do you feel about that, Russ? I would say probably the apprenticeship way is the best. Would you think, or this is to each his own, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the apprenticeship has long been considered the best way to get tattooed education.
The gold standard.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's possible for me to imagine a tattoo school that isn't garbage, but I'm not sure that there is one yet. There may be.
Always
just
something
don't know.
that you could Google,
I
find
don't know.
out.
Yeah.
Just gonna get this little charging cord out from underneath you since I'm all up into BM's and Well, we have someone who'd rather see the artwork on canvas. It's a nice comment.
Yeah.
We prefer it on scan. It lasts a little longer. Or at least 10 to 15 days after you're in the ground. So
Somebody said I want to tattoo Muslims.
I want to tattoo Muslims. I would love to tattoo Muslims.
That's a comment.
Yeah.
Can someone tattoo from any tattoo? Yes, they can. Izzy is a champion though. And he's decided to stay hydrated, eat a little food, and he's in the best condition of his life. So he's totally fine. Any shading tips? Well, we
Yeah.
prefer 7s, 9s, 11s, right? Tips?
Yeah, and wiggle it back and forth.
Do a little bit of wiggling. You go to the music, sometimes it goes in better. Depends on the kind of music you're listening to. It is an olive branch, yes. Making emperors on a daily over here. People would like to know about the safety of the head tattoo. It's just like any other tattoo.
Yeah, we think it's safe.
And it's the quality of your tattoo artist too. If you're in the hands of a professional, you have nothing to worry about. And we're cruising along. This is the other side. The other side has already been completed. He looks like he's passed out. No, he's just in deep thought.
Deep concentration.
He's still alive. There's a little smile. He's fine.
You want to turn over and let them see the other side of your head? What's that looking like these days?
There we go.
Yeah, already did that.
Oh, that looks nice. Look at that. So one side is done.
I can hear you from this side.
Go, there's no earplug in that side, so Izzy can comment back to what
Yeah,
we're
if
saying finally.
I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I just can't hear you.
And how are we feeling? Doing good.
I'm feeling like $1 million
Nice.
that's lit on fire.
Well, that's good, I think. No, wait. No, it's a bad idea.
We got some comments. They're saying you're a badass. We agree.
Thank you.
And your hair will definitely never grow back. That's a comment. I don't know how true that is, but you know. I already know what it feels like for your hair not to grow back, so I can totally relate. Maybe I'll get some tattoos on there and the hair will grow back.
Yeah.
You just never know. Someone asking how it's feeling? I think he's feeling good. Is that a Greek headpiece? Yes, it is olive branches. Here's the original that Russ has drawn on the computer. And did you use Tattoo Smart to do that, or is that just a program you use on the...
Tattoo Smart is always sort of part of every drawing, I guess, but yeah, I used Clip Studio on my Wacom Cintiq to make this drawing on top of a photo of Izzy's head.
Nice. So that definitely makes things easier for positioning and kind of seeing what it's going to look like as an end result without tattooing it, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. You know, my customers like to see what they're going to get, and I like to know that it's going to fit right, and that I'm as prepared as I can be before I actually start tattooing. So I draw all my tattoos ahead of time, and if I can, I'll try to do a full color study like this one is, so I know exactly what the plan is, and then
that's the finished result right
yeah,
there.
just beam it over here to this TV screen.
Nice.
And use that as my reference while I'm working.
People want to know how you're staying so relaxed.
I guess that's a question for Izzy.
What would you say? Izzy, you're doing good?
What's that?
No problem? How are you staying so relaxed?
Extreme concentration.
So a strong mind and you're fine.
If you don't think of it as pain, just another feeling like hot or cold, changes everything.
That's a good comment. Someone said drugs? No drugs, I don't think.
Nope, sober as a judge.
Sober as a judge. Sometimes taking the drugs could go in the opposite direction.
I'm high on life.
Yes, Clinton Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got. All right. There's a fresh one here from today. Looking killer. How you feeling?
Good.
No problem?
Nope.
Didn't even feel it.
No.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Clinton Lee. Also on Instagram. Give him a follow. Now back to the head tabbing. What time are we looking at here? We're about 6 o'clock Eastern time. I don't have a clock right in front of me.
Yeah, it's 6:30 right now
6:30.
Eastern time. We started around
So we're about
4 o'clock,
half an hour
I guess.
in, right? Or maybe but the other side.
Oh yeah. We started this side at just before 6.
Right. People were wanting to know how bad it hurts, and I'm going to say about a 4. But I'm not the one getting tattooed, so don't listen to what I'm saying.
You ever been attacked by a pit bull?
Is it similar or a little easier?
It's not that bad.
Okay, so there you have it, folks.
Feels a little like my head's a tomato in a blender.
Izzy's head feels like a tomato in a blender.
All right, so people are wanting to know if this is going to be a color tattoo, or if we're going to... What's your color palette here, Mr. Russ?
It's all grays. It's an opaque gray palette.
Nice. What kind of ink are you using?
This is the Fusion Ink opaque gray set. So this is the lightest one, which I'm not really going to use. On the other one, I just used the darker 4,
Nice.
plus black and a little bit of white.
And we got some questions about that little tube cover.
Oh yeah, that's True Grip. It's squishy.
True Grip. And that must
So
that
it's
looks
like a
comfortable.
Cadillac for my hand, yeah.
So that kind of keeps the carpal tunnel at bay.
Right, so yeah, this is the new kind of needle. It's a cartridge. We've been
Right
using these
on.
for a few years, so you can switch the needle. Under here is my FK Iron Spectra Edge,
And that's the machine.
and that's the machine. It's all under the bag there, but
Nice.
kind of pull that back a little bit so you can see it.
So when you go to change out those tips, you have different needle tips that you can
That's
use.
right, yeah, I've got different tips over here.
So we're just using a variety of sizes
Yeah,
to do the job.
exactly. Yeah.
Nice. And how much magic do you use while you're tattooing? Maybe a third?
Yeah, it's a
Or
third magic.
Third magic.
Mostly it's just experience and quality materials and a good process, you know. I've been tattooing for 18 years, so I have all the steps down, and I know exactly what I'm doing at any given moment.
And you can tell
So
by
I'm
the
prepared.
quality of the work.
So that's pretty much the map out. The whole stencil is now committed to skin. So I'm going to clean that off really good so we can take a look at what we got.
Let's see what we got.
So let me get some soap on this towel here.
Fusion ink rolls? Yes, it does.
Yeah, I use Fusion, Eternal. I've actually got 5 or 6 different brands of ink that I'm currently trying out right now because I made digital palettes for my company Tattoo Smart. So we actually have digital scans of all the colors from 6 different ink brands. There's also world famous ink, Arcane Pigments, Solid Ink, Waverly. So we're trying out a bunch of stuff here.
Nice.
But today we're using the Fusion set.
So somebody's asking about, would it be the same aftercare as anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to wash the tattoo pretty regularly and apply a really, really thin layer of ointment every 4 or 5 hours.
Faster too.
Yeah, it should heal
It's a
really
little
fast.
faster,
Yeah.
huh? 'Cause it's not moving.
Can you guys see that through all the
ointment?
ointment I just put on it? It's kind
I
of
got it out
blurry.
of the shot.
Okay.
You're good. Good to go.
All right. So I want to ask the Human Canvas jury if they think I made a nice outline here.
Well, what do
do
we
you guys
think
think?
about the outline? People on the inside of the computer. Looks awesome. Right on.
Cool, but if this were me, the artist would need the earplugs.
Is it uncomfortable to sleep after a head tattoo?
Yes.
Is it a little bit?
Yeah, I bet it is. I'm going to say yes.
Nice.
Maybe the first night, you
Not
know.
as uncomfortable as getting it.
Right.
So once you're done getting tattooed, the pain kind of goes away.
Yeah, I would say
Clean
that's
and crisp. Looking good, Russ.
cool. All right. Got another one of those olives on the backside that you like so much.
I
little
do,
baby,
I
yeah,
do like
solid
that.
black.
Yes,
Yeah.
gives it a cool little look. Some contrast. What city are we in? We're in Roswell, Georgia. Ink and Dagger Tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Just a line.
The head isn't anything compared to the palm, and that is the truth.
Correct.
I have both of my palms, and I sweat and cried like a tiny little baby. Some good comments. Good comments.
Yeah?
Single question mark. I suppose they're talking about you, Mr. Izzy.
What's that?
I believe he's taken.
Yeah. That's right.
Who's doing this tat? It is Mr. Russ Abbott, the owner of Ink and Dagger Tattoo here in beautiful Roswell, Georgia.
And whose voice is that we hear right now?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm kind of channeling the Muppet Show. The two old dudes that are hanging out on that balcony.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wanting to know about price, you can always call the shop and talk to somebody over the phone or direct message. Cash, credit, and gold. You like gold.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins?
Yeah, we're gonna start taking Bitcoin soon.
Bitcoin. They were very popular in the 80s.
Is that right?
Or it might have been the 90s.
You don't know what Bitcoin is, do you?
I've read about it on the
Okay.
Instagrams. Does it make an impression on your skull when you're done? That would be determined later.
Feels like it.
What are you going to do when you lose all your hair and you're 80 and wrinkled?
Celebrate.
What will you be doing then?
That's exactly why I'm doing it.
Nice. So he's looking
I
to the
think this
future.
will look better than my old wrinkly head.
An old wrinkly head with some nice designs on it. Will there be color? No, Russ is going for a
Opaque gray.
opaque gray. Actually, on the other side is the other side. Same design, but different. You don't need hair if your head's tattooed, is the little comment we've got here.
Exactly.
And I would totally agree with that.
Need some more light.
Would you like some more lights?
No, I guess it's alright. It's just kind of hard to see under this ear, but
I
I'll just kind of sit back and look at it.
I can get you.
No. As long as they can see.
I think we're doing pretty good here. So here's a question for you, Russ. Were you into art when you were a kid?
I was, yeah.
What kind of art did you like?
Oh, I just used to draw pictures of like robots and puppies and shit like that.
Nice.
You know,
Everyone loves stuff.
F-14 Tomcats because Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Got a question about behind the ear. We call it the ear ditch. A lot of people's favorite place to get tattooed. You can barely feel it. Holy balls, that must hurt. Right. Someone was asking about the back of your head. That's just a traditional rose, I think.
Yeah.
Just a traditional rose on the back.
Yeah, it looks like you've had that for a little while.
That one, I woke up drunk in Vegas.
Really?
That
A
one?
big rose tattooed on my head after the
Nice.
Mario Barth convention.
Rad.
Wait, so you don't remember getting it or deciding to get
I
it?
vaguely remember parts of it. I remember you wanted to put it on the side of my face,
Whoa.
and we decided on the back of my head.
It's probably a better
It's
decision.
one of those after convention hotel room ones.
Oh, really?
Nice.
So you've gotten better at making tattoo decisions, I see.
A little bit. Not really.
I mean, you're here after all.